Good afternoon, everyone. This is Corin Makwala. I'm the CEO of Lebabo Fitness Solutions. Today, we are going to be talking to one of the students that I've trained. His name is Washington. He's from Botswana. He owns a company that side. He's also into fitness. There's a lot of things that he does. Like I said in the previous episodes, we are busy interviewing all the students and we want to know how are they doing in fitness and how far are they now with their personal life. Is it affecting their business? So we are going to be hearing all of that from our man Washington.
Master G,
Welcome.
thank you. Thank you for having
Welcome.
me. Good afternoon,
Yes.
everyone.
Yeah. Uh, I would love you to first tell us who is Washington, where does he hail from, and we can then take it from there.
All right, Washington is 38-year-old guy and he's based in Botswana, but originally from Zimbabwe.
Mhm. And is he married?
Yes, Washington is married.
How many kids?
One boy, 7 years old.
Okay, one boy, 7 year old. And in fitness, how far are you now? Can you just give us your whole history in terms of when did you start? How did it happen that you end up into fitness?
Okay, wow, that's an interesting journey. I can talk for the whole day on that one.
Do
Well,
your best.
I will start from where I am. Right now, I'm a fitness instructor who has just completed his national diploma in fitness. And I've got quite other number of certifications in personal training, group exercise, fitness training, things like that. But how did I come into the fitness industry? What happened is I once grew up to this size, okay? This size, this
Yeah.
big. 100 kgs. I remember my mark was 100 kgs.
Oh,
So when I hit 100 kgs, that was not the original me. I know exactly how I got there. It's because I was simply not paying attention to how I was eating and working long hours and being sedentary, So that ended up in having me, gain all that bulk of weight. So I decided to come back to my old self, who was the lean guy. So I simply did the opposite of what I was doing. I simply started eating right. And then I started fitness training. And that's how I began my weight loss journey back to where I am. So along the
oh,
way of losing weight, I fell in love with exercise. I fell in love with training because it really improved my life. It really improved my fitness. It really improved my alertness. And then I decided to become a fitness instructor at the end of it all. And that's my journey. I lost the weight. I've been maintaining my weight. I'm sitting at 65 kgs and I've been sitting there for a while. I just fluctuate around 63, 65, 66. That's how I maintain it. And I became a fitness trainer after having my weight, having lost the weight. That's what I can say for now. Yeah.
okay. No, that's interesting, man. Uh, if I may, I just want to take you back to uh, when you started losing the weight. What is it that you did exactly? Because you're talking here about you had to change your food. Can we at least go a bit in detail? What is it that you really did to change your weight?
Okay. It's not easy to change a diet. I'm sure most people who've tried, who are working on losing weight, they know what happens. So what I did was to start with what I already have. I didn't drastically change my diet. I simply started by reducing my portions. So portion
Oh,
control is what
yeah.
I started out with. I was still
Okay.
eating the same stuff I was eating, but in order for me not to be depressed or to have cravings of what I was eating, I started reducing the portions, And I started cutting out, for example, fizzy drinks. I was not drinking water. My water was a fizzy drink, or a
Okay.
juice or something. So I started cutting out, reducing that bit by bit, gradually, until I came to a place where I would say maybe one fizzy drink a week, until maybe now it's one fizzy drink in 2 weeks, until it's one fizzy drink a month, until it's going for months without fizzy drinks. So eventually, I phased them out like that.
Mm.
Same with the food, the portion, for example, the junk, I started reducing how I was eating the junk, reducing the portions, When you can manage to eat a small portion, then eventually I begin to cut it out. I began to cut it out until I'm at a place where I can only eat junk maybe once in a blue moon, like maybe once a year or twice a year, or at an occasion that I'm forced to, but not because of choice. So
Okay.
yeah, I've become a master of eating right, really. It's been a journey that I've mastered, and I'm quite happy with that. And I believe anyone can do it, as long as you're consistent in cutting out and controlling the portions. Eventually, you can be in control of how you eat. Yeah.
Yeah, but I would love to know what is junk in terms of Washington,
All
so
right.
that everyone really understand what you are actually talking about. Because people would say we are cutting junk, but they don't really understand what is junk. So maybe if you can elaborate on what is junk.
Okay. All right. Okay, I'll do that. I was trying to avoid doing that because, junk food is other people's business. So I didn't want to touch their business. But anyway, the fact of the matter remains junk food is not good for your health. That's the
Hmm.
fact. That's the bottom line.
Hmm.
And when we say junk food, we are referring to, I'll make it very simple. Okay.
Mm.
The first thing I will say is every food item that has a TV commercial is probably junk
Hmm.
food. Okay.
Okay.
So think about it. Have you ever seen water being advertised? H2O. Never. You've never seen water being advertised anywhere, right? So the adverts of junk food, you know them. I'm trying to avoid going into the names because it's other people's businesses, you know.
Even if you don't have to go to the names, but you can actually explain in terms of the source and how they are prepared, so that at
Okay.
least
Yeah.
someone knows what is junk in terms of preparation before it actually becomes a end product. It doesn't have to be a certain brand that you actually name.
Yeah. So junk food, for example, it's food that is deep fried. Okay.
Hmm.
When the food is deep fried, you're going to find that there's a lot of fat that will be sitting in it after, when it's the finished product. And when
Uh-huh.
you eat it, the amount of fat that you are taking in, that you are consuming at that point,
Mm.
is a lot of fat. And then there is, when you read labels, food labels,
Mm.
people need to learn to read the food labels so that they can avoid foods that have trans fats. Trans fats,
Okay.
long story short, are fats that are solid at room temperature. And these fats are found in products, shelf products mostly, because hydrogenated fat is there to prolong the shelf life of the product. So foods like those, when you read labels and then they find trans fats, they need to learn to avoid such kind of foods, because that is the most dangerous type of fat that one can take in, because it clogs in the arteries. When you are taking it in for a long time, and you find that your arteries will be clogged, and then those are the things that may cause, things like heart attack, and even high blood pressure, because
all
your
of those
arteries.
chronic problems.
Yes. And
Yeah,
we
I
also
am.
talk of processed foods, and cold meats. Those are the foods that containing, things that we're talking about now, trans fats and things like that. So I simply cut out all those kinds of foods, and I began to focus on the healthy fats. Because there's good fat and then there's bad
And
fats.
thank you. Yeah, because at the beginning you were saying you've cut out fats, and it's as if fats are a bad thing. No, they're not.
No, no,
Okay,
no,
thank
no,
you.
no.
Thank you for putting it clear.
All right, all right. You are very right, because when we talk of nutrition, you will find that there's bad fat, then there's good fats. It's like it's carbs as well. There are good carbs and bad carbs. So
Thank
you'll
you.
find that
Thank
most
you.
people will just be saying, I've cut out carbs, but there are good carbs and bad carbs. And you
Exactly.
do need carbs,
Exactly.
you still
Exactly.
do need the fat as well, and you still do need the carbs. So
You actually need all the three macronutrients. So
yes,
you
the
can't
diet
say,
has
yeah,
to
but
be
you just
balanced,
need to know which ones are the right ones.
100%, 100%.
No, I'm happy that you actually understand nutrition and understand exactly what needs to be taken, especially when it comes to nutrition, in order to keep ourselves healthy. Because one of the most important thing is wellness, and I always try to advocate that we shouldn't be calling ourselves fitness professionals, but rather wellness professionals. Okay,
We should
so
lead by example, yes.
exactly. And in terms of now the wellness, I just want us to come back.
Mhm.
Um, I had a few interviews with a few fitness professionals, and we spoke in length about, you know, fitness trainers as wellness trainers, or rather, even not focusing mainly on the physical part of it, but focusing on other components of wellness, which is your social, your psychological, and your spiritual. And I want to hear from you, uh, how do you incorporate all these other components in your programs, or where you are training clients and then you know that they actually lack one of those components?
Yeah. What I normally teach in my sessions is, you see, a person lives in 4 different worlds at the same time.
Yeah.
You live in a spiritual world, you live in an
Mhm.
emotional world, you live in a mental world, and you live in the physical world.
Yes.
And all these 4 worlds, they are interdependent. There
Okay.
is not one world that is more important than the other. They are all
Yeah.
interdependent, and they
Mhm.
all deserve equal amount of attention to be given
Yes.
to them. You need to give your spiritual world attention it deserves, your mental world the attention it deserves, your emotional world the attention it deserves, and your physical world the attention it deserves. So this is the whole being, this is the whole person we're talking about. And
Mhm.
hence wellness, we are calling ourselves wellness professionals and
Mhm.
not just fitness professionals.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm. Mhm, mhm. I know I'm happy that you also agree with me. But now if if we would put a scenario where you are helping someone who's got a problem with one of the components, and someone comes to you, they say they want to lose weight, how do you go about preparing them for whatever program that you actually design for them?
All right. With me, uh, being a person who also walked the weight loss journey, what I've learned and what I teach is that the first thing you have to understand is that it's a mindset thing. There has to be a
Mhm,
mindset shift that has to happen because
mhm,
everything starts from the mind.
mhm,
You know, as a man thinketh, so is he. When you
mhm.
picture it, and when you can conceive it in your mind, it can manifest in the physical realm. That's
Okay.
what I've learned, and that's what I also teach. Because first of all, you have to be at that place where you are shifting your mind. You have to understand that this is a mindset game more than it is a physical game.
Okay.
And you are going to find that along the way, there are going to be emotions that are involved where you are going to want to give up, where you are going to face different challenges. So it is that mindset, the right mindset, that will keep you going until you eventually achieve the goal that you are aiming for. So
Okay.
when you are setting up your goals, you look at your goals and you set realistic goals, not to say to yourself, this is the beginning of the year, January 2022. By February, I should have lost 10 kg or I should have lost 15 kgs. That is
Mhm.
rather unrealistic. You need to work with realistic results, and you give it a realistic approach to know
Okay.
that, okay, I cannot lose 10 kgs in a month, but I can lose, okay, let's say 5 kgs in a month. For me to lose
Mhm.
5 kgs in a month, how do I do it? Then that's how we now work on the program and work on the mindset. And we are working in such a way that the person is not expecting something that is out of this world, something that has not been done before, but it is something that
Mhm.
is really practical and realistic, and it has to be fun. I always tell my clients to say, you know what, enjoy the journey, enjoy every second of the journey, not
Mhm.
to wait until you achieve the result. But as you are 100 kgs, you are targeting to be 70, enjoy the 100 kgs as you are walking towards your journey to 70. Because
Okay.
you don't have to hold on and be depressed until you get to achieve your goal. Then you can say, finally, I can be happy. No, that way it won't be exciting. So I believe it has to be enjoyable, it has to be exciting, and it has to be challenging.
Okay. So what is the process of screening? And number two is, do you base your program on screening or on assessments?
Okay. I based the program on both the
Okay.
screening and the assessment. Yes. And
Explain.
I also do ask the client, why do you want to lose weight?
Mhm.
And I also do ask the client the history of how did you get there, so
Yeah.
that I can understand, was it as a reason of, for example, a medical condition, or was
Mhm.
it as a result of, like my situation, it was just as a result of simply not paying attention to what I'm
Mhm.
eating and
Mhm.
just being busy.
Yeah.
But people do gain weight over different reasons, and
Mhm.
every client's story is different from the other clients. So we need to
Yeah.
understand the background of how did they get to that place where they are now, and
Mhm.
why do they want to lose the weight? what sort of challenges has the weight gain posed upon their life?
Okay.
And then we factor in now those physical aspects of the screening to say, okay, let's look at your body fat percentage. What percentage are you at now? What percentage body fat percentage are we targeting? What is your weight now? What is your target weight or your ideal weight? We factor in, do you have any medical conditions? Have you been cleared by the doctor? Do you have any high blood pressure? Do you have any heart condition? Do you feel dizzy? All those kind of um, uh, health screening that we do.
Okay. Tell us, where are you now with your business? What are you doing? What do you need people to know in terms of what you already do?
Okay, the concept I am pushing is called pop-up gyms.
Okay.
This concept, I thought of it when I was in the office as a fat guy who doesn't have time to go to the gym. And I'm thinking, I'm wishing to say, if only I could have an instructor come to me and I just go downstairs, I train. When I'm done, I can come back upstairs to work again. That's what I used to desire.
Okay.
So that's the concept I'm pushing. What I do is, or what we do is, we work with corporates. We are targeting corporates mostly. So we
Okay.
go to their working place and we train them at their working place when they
Oh,
knock off or during lunchtime, but mostly when they knock off. So for example, where people knock off at 5 o'clock, we start training at 5:15 to 6:15, right at their premises. Whether we're training at the basement or we're training at the car park or the carport or we're training in any other available space or that is a hall, that's what we are calling pop-up gym. So we provide all the equipment that is necessary for that. We bring along all the yoga mats that are required, dumbbells, you name it, aerobic steps, the sound system. We bring it to site. And that's how we manage the pop-up gyms. And we also do what we call quarterly events. These quarterly events, we are doing them mainly to promote ourselves and to invite more people to participate in the wellness activities that we do so that we can reach out to a lot of people and to make sure that those who are doing well in these participations, we award them. We award them with different kinds of prizes so that we motivate them to keep on maintaining this new lifestyle that they would have started. And also that we use that to entice others to come and join this new lifestyle of wellness and well-being. Yes.
wow, that's good, man. Yo, you're doing a lot of work there. Hey, I'm sure you are going to be giving us all strategies in terms of how you are making that happen. And I'd also love to be part of that. Hey, man, you do, you
Awesome.
know, no, I love it. I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
And in terms of your, that's the side of corporate, eh? And you have a gym, or it's just corporate.
No. It's not a gym. It's just mostly corporate, 100% corporate.
Hmm.
Uh, my target market mostly is the corporates because I've been in the corporate world for long, and that's where I realized that it's my because my excuse was I'm busy. I don't have the time. I don't have the time. And those are the people that I have at heart mostly because I know their reasons for not participating. I know their reasons for not being available. That's why I bring the gym to them, and I let them, I also have moments of teaching, that motivational teaching that you were talking about, moments of teaching how they can best manage the time of work and physical fitness balance.
I love
Because
that. I love that.
if you neglect your physical fitness, at some point it's going to affect your work life.
Of
You
course.
see, because
Of
like
course.
at some point I found myself, I was always tired. You know, it's 8 a.m. in the morning, you are walking up the stairs and you're already tired. You haven't even started working. So you switch on the computer and you're already falling asleep. You see, that's a
Yeah.
sign that something is not right physically.
Mhm.
So
Exactly.
we need a balance. We need to balance all these areas and all these aspects of our life. So we do teach that, and people do find the solutions we give, and then they start implementing them, and then we do see improvements in how they manage this and balance these aspects of life.
Oh no, that's great. That's great, man. Also, what is, by the way, the name of your company? Because we never mentioned.
Oh, Bogart Investments and Bogart Fitness.
Okay. Wow. Is it two names? The other one is it Bolgat Investments, and the other one is Bolgat Fitness, or it's just one name?
It's just one name, Bogart Investments, and
Mm.
on the fitness side, we trade as Bogart Fitness.
Okay.
We focus on also other corporate trainings, which
Okay.
are related to accounting and IT, because
Oh.
it's, yeah, my background is IT and accounting. So we
Mhm.
do training in IT and accounting programs, and that is on the other side of the business. And then on the other side of
Okay.
the business, we do fitness training, corporate fitness training.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
No, it makes sense. It makes sense. It makes sense.
yeah.
Gee, you, I'm sure your hands are full. You're always working. I know you're a person who is always on the road. I think one day when we were talking, you said to me, you are a traveler.
Yes.
I am sure those were your words. I am a traveler. So I was wondering, with your traveling, how does a family take that?
Well, I've been a traveler since day one. All my working life, I've worked traveling jobs. I don't know why, but I guess it's just opportunities that came my way, and I've gotten used to that. So I travel for meetings, I travel for trainings, I travel for conferences, I travel for events, different kind of events, and that's how it has been before I got married. That's how it has been when I got married. So it wasn't a new thing, really. My family understands that I'm a traveler, and it's a source of income. It's our livelihood. We survive
Okay,
from that. And it's something that has to be done, and it has to be managed, and it has to be balanced. Yeah.
okay. Yeah, you know what? I'm not going to touch your personal life, but maybe since your family understands you, I would like you to maybe give words of encouragement to mostly trainers that are in relationships and are struggling, and they find that their personal life ends up actually, I mean, their fitness life ends up actually interfering with their personal life.
I believe that number one thing that that has to be put across to be understood by everyone is that this is work. It's a source of income to meet the cost of living. So when everyone else understands that in the family, then they can be able to give you the support that is required. And if possible for the others to join, not on every other event or what, but where when it's necessary, they can also join and participate in the activities that that are happening. More especially when we talk of the fitness activities, like for example, we can give an example of an aerobathon or a marathon. If there's a marathon that is happening on a weekend and you are an instructor or you are the one hosting the event, your family can be invited to participate in that as well. The more they participate, the more they can appreciate the kind of business that you are in, and the more they can appreciate how it goes. And when you say you have a lot to do, what does it involve? You know, things like that. And communication as well. It's very important to communicate in advance, to say on this day I have this kind of an event and this kind of event, so that some events do not clash in with family activities. Maybe there's a wedding on a date where there is an event, so that needs to be planned properly and balanced properly. Yeah.
Yes. Washington,
Yes,
there's
sir.
still a lot that I need to talk to you about, but let's take this one as the first one, and of many others that are still going to come, because I know that me and you will be starting to work together on a lot of fitness programs, because
Yeah,
we want to make sure that this can take off even to other countries where we are actually helping people to improve
100%.
their well-being. And on the 29th, we'll be at Netis at Lesotho again. I don't know if you are going to join us
This is 29th of
of this month, January 2022.
January. Oh, that's
Yeah,
awesome. That is awesome. You did well. You told me in advance. I can plan for it. I can plan for it.
yeah,
As long as the
yeah.
COVID restrictions permit, we can plan for it. And I can say I am almost probably most probably one of the people to be there.
Okay. No, I would be happy to actually see you coming with us. I'll be definitely honored. And I hope next time when you come this side, we can also sit and maybe do a video on one of your channel. Maybe we say
All
we
right.
invite your channel. Yeah. By the way, viewers, Polgat has also a channel on YouTube. Please support it. What is the name of your channel?
It's Bogart Fitness.
Polgat Fitness. He's got quite a few videos that he's already posted. Please check it out, and I'm also going to post it on a link below. So please support us, and then just make sure that you like, you share, and you subscribe to this channel, and also comment, because we need your comments so that we can grow to become that channel that can actually provide to you all. Polgat, thank you, man, for the interview, and I hope to see you again next time.
Thank you so much, Master G. Thank you for having me.
Pleasure.
All
Thank
right.
you.